guys, it's me, Kamiye, Kametanoya, as most of you guys know me. I know I look like an egg right now because I just got my hair braided and you can barely see my edges on camera, but anyways, that's not the point of today's video. This is my first ever YouTube video, and today I will be filming an assumptions about me video. I asked a couple people on my Instagram story to send in their assumptions about me, and a couple people did. So today I'll be debunking them and telling you guys whether these assumptions are true or not. Let's get into the video. Okay, so assumption number one is that I am smart. This is a very interesting assumption because I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm playing. Am I smart? Yes, I would say that that assumption is pretty correct. I'm not gonna lie, I was way smarter as a younger kid, than I am right now. But I would definitely say that that assumption is correct. I'm definitely more of an English person than I am a math person, but I am pretty decent at math too. The second assumption is that I'm annoying, and I know exactly who sent me that assumption. I know who sent me that assumption. One of my friends did. And the answer to that is yes, I am very, very, very much an annoying person. Especially if you and I are close, bruh. I am the most annoying person to literally walk on this flipping planet. If you and I are tight, nah. I will never leave you alone. My friends know I love teasing them. I love mocking them. I love making fun of them. Like, it's just my thing, and like, it's just so fun to do so. If you have friends, you would get that. So yeah, I am definitely very much an annoying person. Okay, so the next assumption, I know exactly who sent me this assumption once again, and I love this assumption. Yeah, the assumption is you secretly love Ghanaian food but you won't admit it. What? Me like Ghanaian food? A whole Nigerian like me like Ghanaian food? Nah. You must be mistaken. Nope. Okay. Now that the Ghanaians aren't here, do I like Ghanaian food? Maybe. Okay, yes, I like Ghanaian food. And so what? And what about it, bro? Ghanaian food is very similar to Nigerian food, so of course I'm gonna like it because a lot of the dishes they eat, we eat. So if you're Ghanaian, you didn't see this, but yeah, I do enjoy Ghanaian food. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let's talk about jollof rice for a second, bro. Like, if you follow me, you know that I love to drag Ghanaian jollof, like on my story. That's what I do majority of the time. I love dragging Ghanaian jollof. And like, at the end of the day, what I'll say is it's all banter. It's all jokes. I've had Ghanaian jollof a couple times and it's pretty good. Like, it's banging. My argument isn't that Ghanaian jollof is bad. My argument is that it's good, but Nigerian jollof is way better. That's my argument. Okay, now on to the next assumption. You're caring. Again, I really love this assumption because like different people that know me will have different responses to this assumption. Am I caring? I would say if you and I are close, if we have an intimate relationship, or if I like you as a person, I can definitely be very caring. Something about me is that I'm not so affectionate. Like, I'm not the most affectionate person. So a lot of the times I do find it a little bit hard to show affection. But I've gone blank. The next assumption is that I'm mean. That's, again, a very, very interesting assumption, which I know everyone that knows me will say yes to immediately. But hear me out. I'm only mean to a certain degree. Like, look at me. Like, not look at me, Jesus. Listen to me. If you're good to me, I'll be good to you. If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. If you talk to me, I'll talk to you. The same way, if you're mean to me, I'll be mean to you. Like, if you give me a reason to be unkind to you, or to be rude to you, or to be mean to you, like, I've not attained that level of maturity whereby I'm able to take everything that people do in my stride, and like, if someone's mean to me, like, literally just go about my day, or just not take whatever they did to me or said to me to heart. Like I've not attained that level of maturity just yet. I am still working on it. I'm not there yet, but yeah, I'm definitely not there yet. So if you're mean to me, I'll either be mean back or I'll just straight up ignore you. Like I'll straight up leave you alone. I'll straight up just not talk to you. So I'm only ever mean to people when they give me reasons to be mean to them. I tell you, like, yeah, sometimes I might catch myself saying something that I shouldn't be saying here and there, and I will stop myself, obviously, as soon as I hear myself saying that mean thing. But I'm definitely not mean unwarranted. I'm not mean like, you know, those people that are just mean, they just wake up, decide, let me go and be mean to people, let me go be rude, you know, for no reason. I'm not one of those people. If you're that kind of person, me and you, we cannot get along. But yeah, if you give me a reason to be mean to you, I'll be mean to you. If not, I won't be mean to you. Like, what's the point? Like, why? Yeah. The next assumption is that I am judgy, and this is a very spicy, very interesting assumption. I'm judgy. Okay, so as most of you guys already know, I should probably do an introductory video because a lot of you guys may not know. But anyways, as most of you guys already know, I am Nigerian, and if you have a Nigerian mother or a West African mother or an African mother in general, you know how judgmental our mothers can be. And I feel like when I was younger, I kind of inherited that from my mom, and by second nature, I inherited those traits from my mom. Because my mom is judgy. Like, mommy, if you're watching this video, I love you, but you can judge. Like, you can really, 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 really judge. You know, sometimes like she's judging and me, I'm just there looking at her like, madam, like, it's enough. Like, it's enough, relax. It's never that deep. It's never that deep. So yes, I feel like as a younger child, I used to be pretty judgmental because I spent a lot of time around my mom, and like certain things she would say, I would begin to say too. So, like, her outlook on life and her viewpoint of life, and like her morals, her values were basically my values. Like, everything she said, I said. Everything she did, I did. So she was pretty judgmental when I was much younger, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I was pretty judgmental too. I did not mind my business. So yeah, I used to be a very, very, very judgmental person. But as of late, not even as of late, but recently, even more recently, I came to the realization that judging people is not going to do anything for me. At the end of the day, I'm not perfect. I am far from perfect. Us as human beings, we are completely flawed. So none of us is in a position to judge another human being. So once I came to that realization, I've stopped judging. Obviously, here and there, I'm not going to come on lie on YouTube that, hey, I'm perfect, I never judge anyone. No, sometimes I do judge people, like, and when I catch myself judging someone for no reason, like for a reason that has nothing to do with me or something that's completely irrelevant, I'll stop myself. I'll be like, Kamiye, if you're in that person's shoes and someone else was judging you for that thing, how would you feel about it? You wouldn't feel good about it. So once I kind of trained myself in this way, and I kind of adapted my mindset to this one that I currently have. My life has become so much better, and like now I frankly don't care what people do. As long as you're not hurting anyone around you, you're not necessarily hurting yourself, I won't judge you. So yeah, I definitely used to be a very, very judgy person, but we thank the Lord. We thank the Lord for character development, for self-improvement. And now I wouldn't say I'm a judgy person anymore. But I still judge sometimes. The next assumption is that I am friendly. And honestly, that is such a sweet assumption. Whoever wrote that, hearts, hearts, hearts to you. Unfortunately, that assumption is very, very much false. If you know me and you know me in person, you know that I like being on my own. I don't really like talking to people. I just like my own space. So yeah, I'm definitely not a friendly person. Like, I'm not outgoing. Like, if you don't speak to me, I might say hi, but that would be about it. Like, if you don't talk to me, there's a 95% chance that I'm not going to make conversation with you, and that's just how I am. So I'm definitely not a friendly person. The next assumption is that I love my personal space. And baby girl, whoever wrote that, truer words have never been spoken. I'm an only child. Like, I grew up without any siblings. Obviously, I had many friends when I was younger. I don't have as many friends now. So yeah, I'm an only child. I've been an only child for 16 years. So yeah, I'm definitely used to being alone. I'm used to being in my own space, in my own element. Like, I'm not very used to having very many people around me at like for like long periods of time rather. So yeah, I definitely do appreciate my personal space. I do like to socialize to some degree, like with new people. Like, I know it might not seem like this, but I actually really enjoy making friends and talking to new people. But like I said earlier, you're gonna have to be the one to initiate it because I'm kind of shy. But as I was saying, gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say. As I was saying, yes, I do enjoy my personal space. I really enjoy my me time. I enjoy being alone. I enjoy doing things alone. And like, it's something that I've learned to do over the years, because when I was younger, like, I used to hate being alone because I had so many friends around me. So like, whenever my friends weren't there, like, it was just me and my thoughts, and like, I really didn't like that. But with the time, I've gotten to learn about myself, to appreciate myself more, and to appreciate my own energy and my alone time, because it's very, very important. This next assumption, you know, I had to bring out the Nigerian accent for this. If you know me, like, and you know me well, you know that I have 2 different accents. So anyways, that's not important. So I love this one. The next one is, you don't tolerate nonsense. And like, I don't know if this is because I have 2 parents, 2 African parents that don't tolerate nonsense, or because I'm Nigerian, or because I'm just like this by nature, but that assumption is 150% correct. I do not tolerate nonsense from people. No, I don't tolerate BS. I don't know how to tolerate BS. I don't know how to pretend. Like, you know, those people that like, they can pretend, you know, when things aren't okay, they're like, no, it's fine. Like, they're offended, but they won't let you know that they're offended. Like, I'm not one of those people. I've never been one of those people. I don't think I'll ever be one of those people. Like, I say my mind. If you have done something wrong to me, something that I don't like, something that I believe you shouldn't have done at all, best believe I'm gonna confront you about it. I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna be like, yo, why did you do that? Like, what was the purpose of you doing that? So yes, I'm definitely a very confrontational person. I don't tolerate nonsense, and you shouldn't either. The next assumption is pretty interesting. It's not interesting, but whatever. You're the meanest in your friend group. I wouldn't say I'm the meanest. I would say I'm the most strict, in a sense, because like I said earlier, I speak my mind. And the thing about a lot of my friends is that they're very easygoing. Like, they let things slide. They don't speak their mind. So this obviously is like, because of this trait that I possess, like, I often come across as a very like mean, harsh, strict person, and that's not entirely true. Like, I know I can be, but I'm not a mean person. Like, compared to my friends, I'm more vocal. I don't tolerate BS as much as they do, and I speak my mind more often and more vigorously, I would say, than they do. So that's why my friends have the guts to say I'm the meanest in our group, knowing freaking well that I'm not. The next assumption is very, 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 very interesting. And it's, you have a bad taste in guys. I know my friends are gonna come into the comment section and be like, oh my gosh, Kamiye, all the guys you've ever liked have been trash. And quite frankly, I can't even defend myself. Like, when it comes to this assumption, I can't even say anything because it's true. I recently came to the realization that like, I'm a virtue-filled woman. That sounds like a very weird thing for someone my age to say, but I've realized that there's a lot to me, and like, I feel as though if you're my friend or if you're close to me, there's a lot that you can benefit from me. I will tell you the truth. I'll advise you. I can be a shoulder to cry on, etc., etc., etc. And like, I feel like although I do have bad traits to me, because we all do, I feel like I do have very, very positive and very good and very, I would say, beneficial to the people around me traits to me. So once I came to this realization, and I realized that there's just so much to me as a person, and like, I really shouldn't just sit down and like take anything from anyone, especially not a man, my life has become a lot better. So I won't lie, like, I do find myself settling for people a lot, or liking people that like, there's nothing special to that. Like, I'm not even on the same level as, like, in terms of personality, in terms of morals, in terms of values, like I'm completely different from. And why do I like them? Maybe because of how they look, or because they're tall, or something stupid like that. So I won't lie, like my taste in man isn't the best, but God willing, it's gonna improve. It's something that I'm really trying to improve on. The next assumption is that I'm quiet, and this assumption is very much true. If you go to school with me, or if you go to church with me, or if you have seen me in public, you know that I really don't like associating with people that much. Not because I feel like I'm better than people, but because I'm shy, and like a lot of the time I just choose to like stay on my own. So yes, that assumption is very true. It's not true entirely. It's true to a certain degree, because if I don't know you, if I've never spoken to you, if I'm not comfortable around you, or even if I don't like you, I'm gonna be very quiet around you. Like, first of all, I won't know what to say to you, because we have, like, according to me, well, we have nothing in common. So like I wouldn't even know what to start a conversation off of. I wouldn't know what to base our conversation on. So if I don't know you well, if I barely talk to you, if I don't like you, like I'm very quiet around you. However, if you're someone that I like, someone that I'm comfortable around, someone that I'm very close to, you know that I can be very outgoing. I can be very outgoing. I can, like, once I start talking, I literally cannot stop talking. Like, if you know me and you know me well, you know that sometimes I do talk a lot. Like, I wouldn't say I speak a lot. I would say I have my moments. So like, if I'm in the mood to talk, I will talk, and I'll talk, and I'll talk, and I will talk. The next assumption is a very interesting one. It's one that I hear all the time, especially after people get to know me as a person, and it's that I'm stuck up. And quite frankly, I can't blame people for having this perception of me, because like I mentioned earlier, I do enjoy my personal space. I'm quiet. I'm even a bit shy. So like, I don't really enjoy interacting with new people that much, especially if I'm the one that has to initiate anything. So like, a lot of people perceive this as me being stuck up, as me thinking I'm better than everyone else. Like, oh, you know, they're not on my level, that's why I don't talk to them, that's why I ignore them, that's why I don't interact with them. And that's not true at all. That's not true at all. If I don't interact with you, if you see me and I don't say anything to you, that's probably because I don't know you, or because I just don't feel comfortable around you to the extent where I'm able to freely express myself and freely talk to you the way I would talk to someone that I am closer to. So yes, a lot of people do think that I'm stuck up, but that's definitely not true. I don't think that I'm better than people. I don't look down on people. Like, another thing that makes this even worse is my RBF, and RBF is a resting bitch face. I have one. So like, a lot of the time I look angry. Like, sometimes I'm literally in class, like minding my business, and then someone comes up to me, they're like, Kamiye, are you okay? Kamiye, are you alright? You look sad, you look angry, you look upset. Like, why are you looking at me like that? And I'm like, I am. Like, I literally had no idea that I was. So this is another thing that I have, another, what I say is a trait. I don't think it's a trait, but it's another thing that I do unconsciously, and like, it's another thing, like I said earlier, that I'm trying to work on. So yeah, another very interesting assumption that I got is that I'm very academics oriented, and I would say that's true to a certain degree, because I do take school. Importantly, I do believe that an education is one of the important, like, education is one of the most important, one of the most powerful assets that you can equip yourself with in this life. So I do take my education pretty seriously. I never take it for granted. I thank God that I've been able to have been provided with such an amazing education for literally my entire life. So I do take it seriously, but I do know how to have fun. Like, a lot of people think that I'm one of those people that's only into books and all that stuff, like, which is true. Like, I do like books. Like, okay, I don't like books as in studying. I like to read, and I do take my school seriously, but I do know how to have a good time. I love to dance, and maybe one day you'll see me dancing on this channel. Unlikely though, but I love to dance. I can't sing, but I do love to sing. I love to listen to music. I love to talk. I just love music, and I just love fun. You know, my definition of fun is music, food, lights, just all of that stuff. So yes, while I do take school seriously, I do definitely know how to have a good time. Let's just say I'm one of those people that works hard and plays extremely hard. So yes, I do take school very seriously. I am academics oriented, but I also have very many other interests outside of school. Another assumption is that you're pretty hard to talk to. This is a very interesting assumption, which again, I don't blame you for having. I get people tell me that I'm very intimidating all the time. People are like, Kamiye, you're so intimidating. And a part of me understands why people would say that, but there's nothing. Okay, it might not seem like it, but there's really nothing to be intimidated about when it comes to speaking to me. If you want to talk to me and I'm not busy, like, or I'm not doing something important, like, go ahead, text me, like, talk to me, start a conversation with me. Like I said, if you don't initiate it, I won't. Not because I think I'm better than you, but because I'm not a social person and I'm pretty shy. But yeah, like, I'm not a difficult person to talk to. Maybe it might be hard to start, like, actually talking to me, but once we get into the flow of the conversation, I do believe that I am a pretty easy person to talk to. But I do again understand this assumption because, like I said, people tell me that I'm pretty intimidating all the time. So yeah, this was my first ever YouTube video. Please ensure that you like this video. If you like it, that you comment and that you subscribe, so that I know that the kind of content that you guys like, and I know the kind of content that you guys want from me and expect from me. And yes, I hope to see all of you guys in my next video. Bye for now.